What's up? It's your favorite foreigner, and today I'm going to show you how to pack barrels to send to Jamaica. For shipping, I use Quality One. I'm not saying that you have to use them. Definitely do your research and look at the reviews of every shipping company that you come in contact with, but I use Quality One. Here's their website. You can check out and look at their core values, where they ship from, and where they're located. They even have a section for returning residents, which I had no idea that they had sections for that, but yeah, they have a section specifically for returning residents, and they give you advice on how to ship. And they also guide you on the documents that you would need in order to ship your items back home. Be advised, I believe they do ship to multiple islands, so you can always check them out. They also show on the website where they have locations. So they have locations in Florida, Boston, Pennsylvania, New York, and other locations as well that you can check out. When you're shipping, you're going to either ship to Kingston or you're going to ship to Montego Bay. Choose a location that is closest to you. Now that we got that covered, let's go. Okay, so anything that has a top, you're going to tape it. You're going to tape it because you want to make sure that when it goes through pressure in the barrels that they don't burst open and leak. If you have multiple people around you that can help, let them help you, because you're going to need as much help as you can to tape all these bottles up. So I'm an extreme couponer, so everything that I had, I literally had a storage unit in order to basically set up. I first started by laying the canned goods that I had in the bottom of the barrel. So you always want a base for all your items. If you have boxes, you can cut the boxes in circles to layer the barrel for yourself. So basically like, the heavy items on the bottom, box to basically be a stabilizer. If you have small items that you don't mind, if they do get crushed, you can stick them in the holes or the empty spaces between the items that you're packing in your barrel. You want to utilize the maximum amount of space when you're packing. So you're basically just playing Tetris the whole time you're packing a barrel. Here you see me basically laying my items out to pack in each barrel. I made sure that I have my cleaning supplies to the side because the cleaning supplies do not mix with the food. I take items out of the boxes because it's not the products that take up the space, it's the boxes or the items that do take up the space. That way it's easy for me to fill up negative space in the barrels. The first time that I shipped barrels, I had 2 barrels that were mixed up with cleaning supplies, and baby, I did not hear the end of it. Please separate your cleaning supplies.
The soap them bring.
How come we not frownsy? We not frownsy.
And then probably mix it up with the rice stuff.
Aye. Soap rice.
Yeah.
You know, they find that me as long
When I seen that clip, I was ashamed. So you're getting back to it. Everything that has a lid, you're going to tape them up. You're also going to layer your barrels with box tops. I made sure that to maximize my space that I took out any items that had big containers. So for example, the Tide Pods, they had a huge container. I just took them out of that container and put them in Ziploc bags, and I placed the pods at the top so they wouldn't be crushed by anything else that I was laying the barrels with. This barrel has body washes in them. It has bleach. It has soap. It has some toothpaste. I put the toothpastes in Ziploc bags. Barrel also had deodorants in them. So again, the only thing you're doing is you're playing Tetris and you're just making sure that all the spaces are full and everything is layered. So the boxes can basically take up most of the pressure from the items that are in the barrel. This ensures that your items do not burst in the barrel. And for your cooking oil, your vinegars, whatever case may be, in your food barrels, put them in the middle of the barrel and pat it as best as you can. Also want to make sure that anything like flour, rice, anything with a wheat package, pasta, they're placed in plastic bags and tied. You don't want them items leaking out. You don't want them making a mess in your barrel. You want to make sure that they're as secure as possible. Honestly, the only or hardest thing about packing a barrel is literally playing Tetris. Of course, you already know all your glass items are going to be wrapped and placed at the top of your barrel. What I learned this time from shipping is that barrels have a set price and boxes do not. So if you can, please just use barrels to ship all your items. This include toiletries. Final advice, make sure that you have everything itemized. You need to put an itemized list at the bottom of the barrel and at the top of the barrel. So as soon as it's opened up at the wharf, they know that you keep track of your stuff. You feel me? That way you can make sure if anything goes missing out of your barrel, you know that you have a sort of tracking list. And keep one in your phone. And this is me and my family basically deconstructing the barrels once we got them back into Jamaica. And you know what? If you have any questions, let me know. I will answer them to the best of my ability. Be sure to like, comment, follow, and share. You know what I'm saying? Just holler. Click the link in my bio, bro. Look at my YouTube, bro. But anyways, like, comment, follow, and share on my journey of me moving to Jamaica. We out.